YouTube is the world's largest video sharing platform, with billions of videos uploaded and watched every day. At the heart of YouTube's business is advertising, ads that play before, during, or after videos, and even on the homepage or in search results. For most creators, the pathway to earning a share of that advertising revenue is through the YouTube Partner Program, often referred to as YPP. But before a creator is eligible to join YPP, their channel must reach a set of milestones, at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the past year. During the journey to reach those thresholds, YouTube continues to serve ads on many videos, but none of the revenue is shared with the creator. This practice has significant implications, both for YouTube's bottom line and for the creators building their presence on the platform. To understand this dynamic, it's important to look at the way YouTube's monetization landscape is structured. YouTube's Partner Program was introduced to allow creators to earn money from ads shown alongside their content, but only after meeting certain eligibility criteria. These requirements are in place not only to ensure that creators are serious about their channels, but also to maintain quality control and compliance with YouTube's policies. Requiring 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours ensures that only channels with a certain level of engagement become partners in the ad revenue stream. However, YouTube's monetization policies have evolved over time. In November 2020, YouTube updated its terms of service to allow the platform to run ads on content from channels not in the Partner Program. In other words, even if a creator doesn't meet the requirements to officially monetize, YouTube reserves the right to serve ads on their videos and keep all the earnings. This means that as you work hard to grow your channel, your content might already be generating revenue for YouTube, not for you. The rationale behind this policy is multifaceted. For YouTube, it's a way to maximize revenue potential from the vast amount of content uploaded daily, the majority of which comes from smaller unmonetized channels. By leveraging these videos, YouTube can offer advertisers more inventory and reach, driving greater ad sales. For creators, this policy can be seen as a double-edged sword. While it keeps the platform free and accessible, it also means that their work creates value for YouTube before they are allowed to participate in revenue sharing. Let's attempt to quantify the scale of this phenomenon. While YouTube does not disclose the exact number of daily views on unmonetized channels, industry estimates suggest that it could be as high as 1 billion views per day. If we use an average CPM, cost per 1,000 ad impressions, of $2 to $5, YouTube could be earning $2 million to $5 million every single day just from ads shown on unmonetized content. That translates to an annual revenue ranging from $730 million to $1.25 billion. These numbers are speculative, but they illustrate the immense value generated by creators even before they're eligible to earn a share. The actual revenue depends on several factors. The CPM rate varies depending on the region, the niche or category of the video, the time of year, and the type of ad being served. For example, videos watched primarily in North America or Western Europe usually command higher CPMs than those viewed in regions with lower ad spending. Similarly, videos about finance, technology, or business typically attract higher-paying advertisers than general entertainment or vlogs. The rate also fluctuates seasonally, with CPMs peaking during times of high ad demand, such as the holiday season. Geographic distribution of viewers is another critical factor. If a large proportion of views on unmonetized content come from countries with lower advertising rates, the overall revenue will be lower, even if the number of views is high. Conversely, a smaller number of views from high CPM countries can yield disproportionately higher revenue. Additionally, the type and format of ads, skippable or non-skippable video ads, bumper ads, overlay ads, or display ads, can affect how much YouTube earns from each impression. Beyond the numbers, YouTube's policy of serving ads on unmonetized content has strategic implications. By retaining all ad revenue from these videos, YouTube maximizes its own earnings during the period before a creator reaches eligibility. For new or small channels, this can represent months or even years of uncompensated content creation, during which time YouTube benefits from their work, while creators receive no direct financial reward. The delay in monetization also serves other purposes. It gives YouTube time to evaluate channels for compliance with its community guidelines and advertiser-friendly policies. Before allowing a channel to join the partner program, YouTube reviews its content history to ensure it doesn't contain prohibited material, such as violence, hate speech, or misinformation. This review process can take up to 24 hours or longer, during which ads may still be shown, but revenue isn't shared with the creator. This system protects advertisers by reducing the risk of their brands appearing alongside unsuitable content. There's also an operational efficiency aspect to this approach. Managing ad revenue payments and compliance issues for millions of channels is a massive undertaking. By limiting monetization to channels that demonstrate a baseline of quality and engagement, YouTube can focus its resources on supporting creators who are more likely to adhere to its standards and generate meaningful revenue. From the creator's perspective, these policies underscore the importance of understanding YouTube's monetization requirements and planning content strategies accordingly. For those just starting out, the knowledge that ads may still appear on their videos, even before they can earn from them, can be frustrating. It highlights the importance of reaching the 1,000 subscriber and 4,000 watch-hour thresholds as quickly as possible to begin sharing in the revenue their content generates. Some creators choose to focus on building an audience and engagement first, knowing that monetization will follow once they meet the requirements. Others look for alternative ways to earn money during the early stages of their channel, such as brand partnerships, affiliate marketing, or promoting their own products and services. Meanwhile, YouTube continues to benefit from the value created by an ever-growing base of content creators, large and small. For those curious about estimating potential earnings, several online tools can provide rough calculations based on view counts, engagement rates, and estimated CPMs. Platforms like Influencer Marketing Hub and Views you offer calculators that help creators project how much they might earn once their channels are monetized. While these tools are useful for setting expectations, actual earnings will vary widely depending on the factors discussed earlier. In summary, YouTube's monetization policies are designed to balance the needs of creators, advertisers, and the platform itself. By restricting access to ad revenue until creators meet certain criteria, YouTube ensures a level of quality and compliance while maximizing its own earnings from the vast sea of unmonetized content. For creators, it's a reminder to stay informed, work strategically toward eligibility, and consider multiple avenues for building a sustainable presence online. Ultimately, the dynamic between YouTube and its creators is a partnership, one that evolves as the platform grows and the media landscape changes. While the lack of transparency around revenue from unmonetized channels leaves room for speculation, it's clear that these policies play a significant role in YouTube's overall business strategy. For aspiring creators, understanding these dynamics is the first step toward navigating the path to monetization and turning their passion into a source of income.